Okay. The Langoliers by Stephen King. Now, when I was young, I don't remember how old I was. I don't remember when the miniseries came out. There was like a made for TV miniseries based on the Langoliers that came out potentially in the late 80s, I believe it was. And I remember watching that and loving it, absolutely loving it. And I always wanted to read the book and I never did. Well, I finally got the book and finally read it. Absolutely loved it. 5 stars. It is so, so, so good. Okay. So this book is about a group of people who are flying on a plane and they fall asleep. And when they wake up, almost all the other passengers are gone. All the stewardesses are gone. The pilots are gone. Like there's just a handful of them. There's like 10 people, I think, or 8 people, something like that. But they have no idea what has happened. Where is everybody? I mean, they just don't know what the heck is going on. And I don't want to tell you too much more in case you don't know anything about the story, because like the blinder you are going into this, the better the book is going to be for you. I thought it was amazing and I already knew the whole story because surprisingly the miniseries follows the book almost to a T. Like all the characters are the same, all of the events are the same, like everything's the same. I was really pleased to find out that the miniseries had just nailed the book. It is very creepy. It's not creepy in a horrible, in your face way, but it's creepy in a very subtle kind of slower way. Um, and I'm struggling to describe it without giving anything else away about the book, because if you haven't read it, it's creepy. And the characters, even though it's not really a character driven story, it's really like it's a mystery essentially. It's like a creepy mystery because nobody knows what's going on or what's happening, and they're trying to figure that out, and they're trying to figure out what they need to do to survive. And even though it's not a character driven story, the characters in this are so good. Like one of the things that I've realized I like about Stephen King, because I'm still pretty new to Stephen King, is that he's really good at making his characters individuals. Like they each have their own personality, their own way of talking, their own way of thinking, their own everything. And he's just so good at having a large number of characters and none of them feeling like they're the same character. And that's hard to do. I mean, I've read a lot of books in my day, and that is not always the case. In fact, it's oftentimes not the case. So I really, really enjoyed how these people were like individuals that you cared about, that you were concerned for, that you loved or hated. I just really, really enjoyed that. But it is more plot driven because it's this whole mystery. So it's not like he spins all these times, but you somehow still really get to know these characters while moving right along with the plot. So yeah, and then the climax, excellent. The ending of the book is so, so good. There's like an extra little twist at the end. Like you get to the end and it's like, okay. And then all of a sudden he throws this extra little twist at you. And I just absolutely loved that. It was such a good ending. It was so, so good. I highly recommend this. If you like Stephen King, and even if you don't like Stephen King, I think you would like this because it's not all extra wordy like The Stand or Under the Dome or Christine, you know what I mean? It is to the point. Like he moves this thing along. As you can see, it's not even that long. So yeah, I would recommend this to horror fans, to thriller fans, mystery fans, and Stephen King fans.